Yo, what's good YouTube? It's your boy MG Nas, and I'm back with you with another video today. We got the 2020 NFL Week 7 Power Rankings. So before we get into the video, make sure you hit the like button if you enjoy the content, subscribe to the channel if you're new, and hit the post notification bell so you don't miss any content that happens on this channel. And I got a quick announcement. Obviously, today is Wednesday. It's the day before the Philadelphia Eagles Thursday night game. So what I'll do, instead of posting a preview today, Wednesday, because obviously it's the day before. I usually post previews the day or two before. But since it's a short week, on the day of, I'm thinking about either doing a pregame live or just posting a video for pregame on Thursday though. So just know, turn the post notification bell. So tomorrow, before the game, we're gonna have a preview video or live stream about the Eagles versus the Giants. Now, let's get into these power rankings. First off, I want to start off by saying, wow, what a week. If y'all watched my last Power Rankings video, this is going to be way different than this one. Wow, like, this is going to be an interesting week. So let's get right into this, man. First off, Seattle is number 1. Now, obviously, they didn't play this week. You could have put, I don't know, the Ravens there. You could have put the Chiefs back there. You could have put any of these teams, but Seattle right now, undefeated team, probably one of the best offenses in the league right now, well-deserved bye week because they played the first 5 weeks. They played their tails off. Seattle, number 1, I feel like, even though they don't have the best defense, I feel like as a team, they unite together, they play together, and that's why they're 5-0, and it shows good teams play together no matter the score, and this team, I just like this team as a group because, like I said, I like the way they play. I like the way they, their team, their team in general, they just mesh well, and that's why they're number 1. You could have put any other 5-0 team or 6-0 team, whatever, right there, but Seattle is number 1. Number 2, you got a new person in the top 3, new team in the top 3, the Tennessee Titans, and come on, Derrick Henry, come on, bro, 94-yard touchdown. The week after you sent Josh Norman to space, come on, bro. Derrick Henry, 200-yard game. Can we put some respect on the Titans' name and say that they're one of the best, if not the best AFC team? Obviously, Kansas City is the most talented. Obviously, Buffalo is the best up-and-coming team in the AFC. But right now, when you look at the best team in the AFC, Tennessee got to get their respect. Every year, this year, nobody said Tennessee would be one of those top teams. Obviously, when you came in this year, you said the top teams in the AFC would be the Chiefs, Ravens, and Bills. But the Titans, week in and week out, find a way to get a win. Rather it's a blowout or rather it's close. And Derrick Henry, man, he is the best running back in 2020. And you can't change my mind on that until a guy like Zeke or Christian McCaffrey returns. You can't change my mind that Derrick Henry is the best running back in 2020. Obviously, Alvin Kamara is having a very good year also, but Derrick Henry, man, that's why the Titans deserve to be number 2. Number 3, you got the Kansas City Chiefs, the most talented team in the league. Got a win today over the Bills. The Bills, man, they've been a little shaky this week. A little bit surprising. But yeah, they got a win over the Bills, at Buffalo. Bills are still a good team, even though they're having a rough patch. The Chiefs, big win against them. Patrick Mahomes did Patrick Mahomes things. The Chiefs defense, again, just like it did against New England, the Chiefs defense showing up. That's why I get really mad at the Chiefs defense, because they're really inconsistent. They play teams like New England, had a good game against New England. Then when they played the Raiders, they played bad against the Raiders. But then when they play another good team and a good offense against the Bills, they do good against the Bills. A little bit inconsistency right there. But the Chiefs, they play good and bad against certain teams as far as their defense. But their offense, man, same old Patrick Mahomes. And they didn't even get Le'Veon Bell activated yet. They are number 3. And they probably will move up to number 2 once they get Bell activated and all that stuff. Then number 4, you got the Pittsburgh Steelers. They beat the Cleveland Browns. Now, I thought, and you can ask anybody who talks to me on a daily basis, I have been correct. And up until the Browns-Steelers game, I have said everything that what happened this season about the Browns, and it has been correct. Until this Browns and Steelers game, and the Steelers deserve to be number 4 because we all thought the Browns were for real, and the Steelers said, you know what? Let me prove to y'all that they still can be that hype job, and they did that. They did that with a win, and they are the number 4 team. And I know the Steelers beat my team, and I'm still a little bit mad about that. Obviously, we had a bad play call at the end, but we won't get into that game. Obviously, they beat my team, and I'm a little bit mad, and they're the Pennsylvania rival, but Pittsburgh needs their more respect, man. Nobody is looking at Pittsburgh and say, ooh, that's a good team. They might be one of the best. People said they could be a wild card team, but nobody said Pittsburgh will be a top 5 team. And that's what they are right now. Ben Roethlisberger, he might even retire this year and his career out on a bang because the way the Pittsburgh Steelers is playing, Mike Tomlin and that coaching staff and this young group of receivers is really, really playing well with Big Ben, along with their defense. Steelers number 4, they well deserved. But number 5, you got their division rivals, the Baltimore Ravens. The Ravens, man, they got a win over my Eagles. Arguably, we could have won the game or tied the game if it wasn't for a bad play call on the 2-point conversion, but we won't get deep into that. They got a win over the Eagles. They held us off when we almost came back and possibly took the win. They are a top 5 team. Lamar Jackson, they didn't do that well this week, kind of. Their offense is a little not impressive necessarily, and even before this Eagles game, people were talking about the Ravens' offense not being impressive. The fact that the Ravens' offense is not impressive and they're still averaging 30 points per game that's how bright their future is. They can have off games and still score 30 points. That's just impressive to me. The Ravens, number 5, good team, they deserve it. And number 6, and people, honestly, and I was one of those, not quote-unquote haters, but, wasn't showing this team enough respect. For the second week in a row, the Chicago Bears at number 6 make the top 15 power rankings. And we need to show the Bears some respect. They are 5-1. They were 3-1. I didn't put them in here because I didn't know what happened with their quarterback situation. Nick Foles goes out and prove it. 4-1. I barely sneaked them into the top 10. What do they go do? They beat a team in Carolina. Carolina and Teddy Bridgewater, who the Panthers were playing very well up until they faced the Bears. Beat the Buccaneers. Beat solid teams. Obviously, the comeback versus Atlanta. You got the wins earlier in the season, the first game and all that with Trubisky. But we need to show the Bears more respect. And I might get a lot of heat for putting them at number 6, but they're a 5-1 team. They lead the NFC North. The NFC North, which has Aaron Rodgers in it. You just got to show the Bears respect. They deserve to be number 6, in my opinion. They are the last 5-1 team I have on this list. The Packers are 4-1 technically. And the Bears, they just need more respect, man. Number 7, you got the Tampa Bay Buccaneers with a big win over the Packers. 3 interceptions over Aaron Rodgers, man. Whew, that was a wake-up call for Green Bay. Their defense is what impressed me the most. Their offense, getting in that chemistry week after week. I'm saying, man, I know y'all might call the Bucs a hype job, but honestly, bro, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, once they get chemistry, they will be a playoff team, and they will make a good playoff run. Like I said, their defense, they got the best linebacking core. Levante David and Devin White in the linebacking core. Their secondary does just enough. Their defensive line, Shaq Barrett led the league in sacks last year with 20 or 19 and a half. Their defense is just for real. Big win versus the Packers, and they deserve to be number 7. Number 8, you have the Green Bay Packers, who really, the Packers, they got, like I said, they got a wake-up call. I expect them to respond week 7 because that's usually what Aaron Rodgers does when he gets a little mad. And, the Packers, they got a wake-up call, good defense that they played, and they didn't show up. So it's going to be interesting to see what they do against the good defenses. I do not know their exact opponent this week, but Packers, number 8, and, yeah, they need to wake up this week. Number 9, you got a drastic drop in the Buffalo Bills, man. The Bills really dropped 2 in a row. Going into the Chiefs game, you expected more of a fight out of the Bills. It kind of looked like it was just Stephon Diggs, the only person giving effort, in this game, obviously with the nice touchdown catch. You know, the Bills, they just look a little, I don't know what it is about them. The last couple weeks, they just haven't been fighting, putting forward that extra fight. And, I mean, honestly, I don't know what it is. Josh Allen did get a little bit of a knick-knack injury against the Raiders, so maybe if it's that shoulder that he fell on, if that's still messing with them, I don't know. But the Bills, they just look off, man, number 9, and I think that's where they need to be. Number 10, the Arizona Cardinals handled their business against the Cowboys. Big blowout, big win. Christian Kirk and Kenyon Drake finally showed up. He was like ranked top 10 in fantasy. Kenyon Drake, the most disappointing fantasy player. That's besides the point, but he finally showed up this week. Handled business against the Cowboys. I mean, that was a blowout, so it's not much to explain. Hopefully the Cardinals keep it up. Number 11, you got the LA Rams. The Rams fall to the 49ers. Jimmy G coming in and beating the Rams. Aaron Donald, he didn't get necessarily stopped or contained, but he got a little bit of slowed down. And you know, great players, they have that game where they get slowed down, and that was just Aaron Donald's game that he finally got slowed down. But the Rams still a good team. They got the Bears coming up this week. It's going to be a great matchup. Two teams that arguably could be in the top 10. But, yeah, man, hopefully the Rams, they bounce back, though. Number 12, you got the Las Vegas Raiders. They come off a bye, so I can't really explain them, but they are a top. They do deserve to be number 12, based off their previous ones versus the Chiefs and the Saints. So, hey, there you go, Raiders. Number 13, you got the Saints. They were also on a bye. But before the bye, they got a win, a big win, over the Chargers and Justin Herbert. So, I mean, we're going to see, man. Number 13, you got number 14, you got the Indianapolis Colts. Big win versus the Bengals. It came down to the wire. Big nail biter. Yeah, man. The Colts, big win. I believe they came back because I believe the Bengals had a big lead. But, yeah, man. Bengals, big win. And, I expect, not Bengals, big win. Colts, big win over the Bengals. And I expect them to keep it up. Still got a top 5 defense over there. And, let's see what they do, man. Let's see what they do in these next couple weeks. And number 15, you got the Cleveland Browns. They dropped drastically. But here's the thing with the Browns, man. They got to show me more consistency if they want to be a top 10 team. And they played the only 2 good teams they played this year. The only 2 good defenses, might I add, they played this year. I mean, they did play the Colts, I guess, but the only 2 real, good, legitimate playoff teams they played this year, they lost to them. And I want to see them beat that good team, get over that hump. Because right now, they're still in a little bit of a hump where they can't beat a good team. But I'm saying, bro, this Browns team, I see so much potential. They can get it together. But they're the number 15 and the last team in this week's Power Ranking. So if you enjoy the content, make sure you hit the like button, subscribe to the channel if you're new, hit the post notification bell if you so you don't miss any content. Like I said, it's a short week for my Eagles, so the schedule a little bit changed. Either, like I said, we're either gonna do a live stream tomorrow for the Eagles game day live stream, or we're gonna do Eagles game day video. I don't know yet. Whatever works best for me, I'll do. But make sure you join the live stream or watch the video wherever it comes out. It's your boy MG Johnson. Thank you all for watching. The Underrated Tour continues, and I'm out. Peace.